Welcome back. Day 3 in a row actually that I've recorded. I'm not sure if I'll upload them like days in a row when I start uploading this week, or if I'll save them for like, you know, Wednesday, then next Wednesday, and then next Wednesday. Either way, welcome back. This is day 3 of driving with me in my 8.6, well, Subaru BRZ, whatever. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. You guys went with me to go to Party City, and they were actually closed, so I couldn't get the decorations that I wanted for her birthday. So I just got her some flowers from Trader Joe's. We ended up going out to this Mexican restaurant out in Woodinville, and it's probably my favorite restaurant in the area. My other favorite Mexican restaurant is probably down in Renton, near where my parents live. Both of them are really good. Great carne asada, great queso. I feel like that's the staple of my Mexican food diet is carne asada, beans, rice, cheese, and queso on top, or dipped in. So good. Yeah, so like when they bring me the carne asada, I'll take the flour tortilla and I'll put the queso all over the flour tortilla, like spread it over, and then I lay down some carne asada, and then I do like the refried beans with the cheese on top, and then the rice, like a little more carne asada, a little more queso, and then I roll up the flour tortilla. The secret to this delicious experience is to every single bite dip your newly rolled up queso carne wrap into the queso every single bite. So take a bite, dip in the queso, take a bite, dip in the queso. It is what makes the experience, it is what makes the meal, for me at least. And yeah, we went out last night for my mom's birthday, and that's what I ate. It was delicious. I practically drank the queso bowl. Anyways, heading home from work now. My parents are coming over today because tomorrow is my oldest daughter's birthday. I'm not sure if they're gonna come over tomorrow. I'll try to celebrate my kiddo's birthday today all together, before my oldest goes back to her mom's house when the weekend ends. I've been trying to find the right camera angle placement. I want to make sure that it's a good view. I know not everybody wants to see my juicy thighs, but not everybody wants to see the roof line either, so. Updates on the cars are everything is on hand for the 8.6 other than the Kazama Auto arms. Those have been shipped according to the seller, but I guess they're just, you know, in port somewhere, or shipping, or on the boat, or somewhere. Hopefully we'll have those soon. I've already got the GK Tech 50mm spacers. I've already got the heatmaker knuckles, and I've got GK Tech extended tie rods, but I've also got the like mix and match some of them, like the Mazda 6 inner tie rods, and maybe whatever the other one was, Mercury outer tie rods. I reached out to Lee Roto at Turbo Boost on Instagram and asked him a couple questions about his 8.6, and took the advice he gave me, as well as the setup advice from the Villains website for their knuckles for the 8.6s, and basically pieced both of that together to make my own little inner outer tie rod combo set. From there, I'll just to figure out if I like that better or what I like better, you know what I mean? Like stock outer tie rods with the extended inners, or, you know, the longer outers with the stock inners, or the GK Tech, or whatever, right? I'll figure that out. And then the same with the LCAs, like I'll figure out if the right setup is, you know, the 2-inch spacer or 1-inch spacer, or what. Essentially, I'm just copying the same setup that I have from my S13 coupe, which is the heatmaker B knuckle, S14 lower control arm, 2-inch spacer, extended inner tie rods, S14 outer tie rods, full S14 5-lug conversion. All that's like, basically I borrowed that from Sideways Hatch, one of the animal style guys. He drifts up here, and at one of the private days I asked him a bunch of questions, and he was really polite and like nice enough to help me out, give me some advice with my setup. Basically I copy pasted his setup from my car. And then once I got this car, I copy pasted that same setup as best I could for this chassis as well. I'm sure we'll have some growing pains and some fine tuning to work out on it, but I'm really excited about it, excited to drift this. It's honestly been like 2 years since I really drifted. I went out once last year with the coupe, with the KA and the B knuckles down to Spirit Peaks Raceway, and it was a lot of fun. I think the last time I drifted prior to that was a year and a half before that, when I had my SC400, which I literally just built and then took to the drift track and had a bunch of media done of it so that I could sell it and use that money to buy the family vehicle that we had, the Sequoia. That is being cleaned up, washed, detailed, a couple parts swapped on it, and then I'm gonna list it for sale. Try to recoup some of my money on the down payment on the X5, and as well as restore some of the lease fund savings, because our lease ends in June, and we're not planning to renew it. We want to move somewhere closer to my mom and dad, since we like to hang out so often. But then it's a hard balance finding like the right place to live and, you know, not too far from work. Where I live is in a part of Washington that has a lot of traffic, and a lot of it is due around a few main employers, and so it can be kind of hard to find the right area to live that's a good balance for work traffic and still going to see family more often traffic. So basically, once those arms get in, Kyle and I will get everything installed on the coupe, get it taken to a shakedown day, and then immediately, you know, trying to pound out some drifting. I really want to get onto some of the more fun looking events that I've seen people do, and I really want to have a car that is not what I had before, that's all. I enjoyed the IS300 a lot while I had it. It was a great car. I've always been more of a coupe person. Like, I really like two doors. I like the way they look. I really love my S chassis. I currently own my 15th S chassis, and I've always liked these cars since before they were even made, like the Toyobarus. And I always knew that I kind of wanted one, especially when I figured out, you know, as time went on, like how much they really fit me as a driver. Go, brother, come on. Fantastic. Anyways, there's some people that say that these suck at drifting. I think that's already been proven wrong, because they're so competitive in so many different drift competitions. We see them in FD Japan, we see them in FD US, we see them in every big drift competition holding their own. It just takes a competent driver, and I really just got it to have like a great modern day S chassis, you know, newer 240 SX, something that wasn't a 350Z that I could still daily to work and enjoy, have heated seats, and you know, GPS, my Bluetooth hooks right up to my phone and music when I get in the car and turn it on, and it's not a fucking 350Z. No offense to Z owners, I had a 350Z. I'm sure I'll have another one in the future. They're honestly great cars, undeniably the best out of the box drift car, but I just fucking hate the way they look since they came out. I've never ever liked the way they look. I think the only way they could look better is with a few certain body kits, and you know, when you're just gonna drift the car, it just seems like kind of a fucking waste to spend that much money into something that's so ugly. I'd rather just get something that I already like the look of, and in my opinion, the 8.6 is like the next wave for drifting. I just think this chassis looks so much better. Has all the same adaptability, modularity with any other drift popular chassis. You can swap any engine in. They make adapter kits for the transmission. I mean, tons of transmissions fit. So it's like they're all like Legos if you have the fab skills, time, money, know-how, or desire. You know what I mean? Where there's a will, there's a way. And fortunately for myself, I've got a lot of experience doing this stuff, and friends that are down as fuck to help me do it. So I know that this car is going to be every bit the drift car I want it to be. That I'm still going to have my coupe to be a little more maybe comp based, better built for drifting, and this is going to be more of my daily drifter, and I'm fucking stoked about it. Anyways, guys, I'm almost home. Want you all to know how much I love you, how much I care about you, how grateful I am that y'all are hanging out with me, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'll catch y'all next time.